Hello and welcome to Daily Debrief, brought to you by People's Dispatch. I'm Swastika, and today is day 6 of the war in Ukraine as Russian troops continue their advance. On the ground, the cities of Kiev, Kharkov and Mariupol continue to be vital. Media reports say that a huge convoy of Russian forces is in the vicinity of Kiev. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of refugees have fled to the neighboring countries. Talks were held between the Russian and Ukrainian delegations in Belarus yesterday, and the representatives returned to their respective capitals for further consultations. Meanwhile, punitive action on Russia has been increasing from various sectors in the West. The most substantial impact will be felt through the wide-ranging financial sanctions imposed by the US and European countries. However, the impact will not just be felt by the people of Russia, but by those across the world. Now, to understand this better and open it out further, let's go over to Prabir Purkayastha. Prabir, we have in fact spoken about this in our show even yesterday. Now, a key announcement that the Russian central bank, its assets have been frozen. Now, how does this play out for Russia? What are the options available to Russia? And also, what are these reserves?
Well, the frozen assets, as you were saying, are frozen in the European banks or with the United States, what is called the Fed, which is the central bank of the United States. The central bank of these two, shall we say, not countries, because European Union is a bloc, while the US is a country, they seem to have frozen Russian foreign exchange reserves, which are with them. Now, Russia has reduced its foreign exchange reserves with the Fed, so they don't hold too much of dollar reserves. They don't hold it in the United States. So therefore, the step that the European Union has taken is important. How much they have frozen in terms of Russian foreign exchange in the European Union, in the Central Bank of European Union, is open to question at the moment. We don't know the amount, but it could be anything between 300 to 350 billion dollars equivalent of foreign exchange reserves. Maybe even 400 billion foreign exchange reserves have been seized or frozen, as we said, that it's really frozen, not seized, by the European Union. So how does it affect Russia? One of it is that it cannot use this foreign exchange reserves to pay for imports or to settle any other transactions it takes outside Russia, particularly with the European Union. So though the money is there, it's allegedly not seized, but it can't be used immediately by Russia. That's one issue. So what happens, as you talked about, is how, for instance, does Russia then pay for whatever it needs to do? So that is, well, it can go to a barter system. It could use other currencies, renminbi, for instance, Chinese currency, or any other currency where the whole reserves and where it has not been frozen by that country, the country which controls that currency. So that's one possibility. The second is that as Russian currency seems to be falling in the international market, they cannot shore up the value of the ruble in external markets. So essentially
13 to 14 minutes, we should be done with this part.
8-9 minutes is great for the first part. It needs that much time. Yeah.
Rolling.
This is a demonstration of...
Okay.